Yo, what's cracking, gang? So I wanted to give you guys my honest review of Lil Wayne's The Carter Six. Now, my very first listen to it, I gotta admit, I only like maybe three, maybe four songs off the album. But that was without me listening to, I believe, like two of the tracks I just heard recently. So I was missing two tracks. Also, it was the first listen. You know what I'm saying? The first time I listen to something or I view something, like I watch a movie or something, I hardly ever have a deep opinion on it. It's kind of like, all right, it's cool or it's not. On this album, since only like three songs out of it, I gave the album a 5 out of 10. And I was like, just to be clear, I'm not the biggest Lil Wayne fan. Okay. I'm not a person that went through all his mixtapes, Carter 1 through 5. You know what I'm saying? And I know like every single song. And I don't get me wrong, I'm not the biggest Wayne fan. That being said, I am, and I do appreciate lyricism, and I do appreciate Lil Wayne for everything that he is. He is a lyrical monster. Don't get me wrong. My first choice is always going to be Pac and Eminem. That should tell you everything about what I think about lyricism. Pac with the passion, with the flow, with the delivery, and everything that he stood for, not only as an artist, but as a man and as a revolutionary. Eminem with his lyrical ability, his wordplay, his rhyme schemes, the way he goes about putting together verses, that's like the bar for me as far as lyricism. Now, how does Lil Wayne fit into all of that? Lil Wayne is up there with Eminem and Pac for sure. It's just that most of the time, for me at least, it seems as though Lil Wayne lacks a lot of substance in his music. What did Pac have? Substance, stories, you know what I'm saying? Stuff that he's actually been through, stuff that he's witnessed, and he made you think. He motivated you. Same with Eminem, the exact same thing with Eminem. With Lil Wayne, it's a little different. No pun intended. It's just a little different because Wayne is a lyrical. He's probably the punchline king. I don't think there's anybody who's better at punchlines than Lil Wayne. Not even Eminem. Of course, not Tupac. I don't think there's anybody that's better as far as punchlines than Lil Wayne. So I say all that to preface this video to let you guys know a little bit more about me and how I feel about lyricism and rapping and rappers in general. So the first time I listened to the Carter Six, I wasn't that impressed. Like I said, I only like three songs off the whole album. Now, I've listened to the album and multiple songs. I think there's like 19 songs total, or 18 songs total, plus the beginning intro. I've listened to it multiple times now, and I have to say the album does grow on you. It at least is growing on me. Okay, it's growing on me. Even the songs that I wasn't really too happy about, I wasn't feeling it like that. They're growing on me. And I know a lot of people hate one track in particular. It's called Island Holiday. When I first heard the song, honestly, I was like, all right, okay, it's got a cool little sound to it. And then because I recognized the sample from it, I didn't know who sung it at first. And then I looked it up as Weezer. I believe it's Weezer. I think that's how you say it. And it's called Island in the Sun, I think is the name of the track. So he sampled that song and he made his own version of it. Almost the same lyrics, but Lil Wayne's version, right? I actually had to go back and listen to the old Weezer version to figure out if I like the Lil Weezy version, right? And it turns out, like, I actually like the song. I like Island Holiday. It sounds really good. Um, People don't like that, he's trying to hit high notes. I would say, stay away from the high notes, Wayne. You know what I'm saying? You're not a singer like that, but he's using auto tune. So it kind of works a little bit. I know that's one song that people are not really feeling right now, but honestly, the more I listen to Island Holiday, the more I like it. And I'm humming it, I'm singing it when I'm walking around and stuff. It's cool, it's cool, it's cool. All right, another song though that I still do not like. It's probably the worst song on the Carter Six, for me at least. And that's gotta be Peanuts to an Elephant. With the elephant and all in the mm-mm. That's out. That's I can't do it. I can't do it. The Maria track was, I like the beat. Don't get me wrong. I like the Ave Maria sample. The beat is dope. I feel like Two Chains could have went, or not Two Chains. I'm tripping. Not Two Chains. Wyclef. I feel like Wyclef could have went harder on his verse, and I feel like overall Wayne could have went a lot harder as well. It just wasn't hitting for me. The beat was cool, but the actual song of itself, like in and of itself, it's not for me. It's not for me. Now, the song that I'm referencing with Two Chains is actually called Cotton Candy. Again, I like the beat. The beat was cool. I'm not really a fan of the verses. Not really a fan of either one of the verses. They're just referencing a bunch of white women, like Christina Aguilera and Kesha. It's like, I get it. You're talking about cocaine. I get it. White. I get it. Like, it just wasn't dope for me. It's a no for me. It's a no for me. Two Chains had one line where he said like he tried to do like a jaw rule type line, and but he didn't even say it right. Like it's not, it's a no for me. It's a no for me. Um, but I will say this: like other tracks like Welcome Carter or Welcome to the Carter. Let me double check that real. Okay, so King Carter is the intro to the whole album. There's no rapping on it. It's literally just an intro, instrumental, but it is dope. It's pretty dope. I ain't gonna lie. It's a great way to introduce, you know what I'm saying, the Carter Six, and to say that I'm the greatest of all. It's a great way to begin the album. Now, at the very end of the album, he has a song called one second. Sorry, I'm going back and forth from the video to the track list. So the ending song is called Written History, and Wayne gets off on that song. He goes off on that song. So that's going to be a hitter for me. That's a major yes for me. Written History, that was a great way to end the whole album and to say I'm still the greatest of all times. I hella appreciate that. Okay, so Welcome to the Carter is the first official song on the album. That song goes off. That's a yes for me, definitely. Also, he has a song called Shark. It's either called Shark or Sharks with Jelly Roll and I believe Jay Jones. Jelly Roll and Jay Jones. Jay Jones goes off on his verse. He goes off on his verse. That was the probably the best verse on the whole album, I'd say, other, aside from Lil Wayne. And also Jelly Roll is on the hook. If you guys are not really appreciative of Jelly Roll and how he sings and how he comes on certain songs, then you're probably not going to like the song too much. But I'm not a big Jelly Roll fan, but I do appreciate his hooks. I know he had a song with Eminem and it was pretty dope too. So, just keep an open mind as far as that kind of song is concerned. Okay, my bad. The song with Jay Jones and BX the Plug is called Hip Hop. BX the Plug went off on the hook. Jay Jones went off on his verse. I think, like I said, I think that was the best verse of the whole album, besides Big Sean on Sharks. Okay, so I was mixing up those two tracks. So there's Hip Hop with BX the Plug and Jay Jones, and then there's a song called Sharks with Jelly Roll, which is he's on the hook, and then you got Big Sean, and Big Sean goes off on his verse as well. So I love those two songs. The only thing I didn't like about hip hop was two things. I'm getting tired of all the Tupac references. I'm getting tired of all it. There's a point where Lil Wayne actually says something like to the extent of I'm like Machiavelli, but he says rest in peace to a whole nother person. As a West Coast dude, it's like, come on, bro. Like, don't even mention Pac if you're not gonna respect him. Like it's irritating to me. Maybe I'm over exaggerating. Y'all tell me, but I didn't appreciate that too much. And and then BX says something like, I rap, but F this hip hop. Well, why F hip hop? Like that's what we're here for. Like that's what puts money in your pocket. You know what I'm saying? Like don't I'm sick of all these new rappers dissing hip hop, dissing our legends, dissing the greats. Like it don't make sense to me, bro. It's lame. It's real lame, bro. But aside from that, you know what I'm saying? I'll let that one go, but I'll let that slide. But aside from that, I like the songs. Sharks go off. I love that song. One second. Band from New Orleans was pretty dope. I really loved In the Studio with My Gun featuring, I believe, MGK and Kodak Black. I didn't really like Kodak Black's part. I mean, it's hard to understand him, and already Kodak is not the best spitter, just keeping it 100. But the song in and of itself was dope. I loved the whole track in its completion. Not so much Kodak Black's part, and I'm not really a fan of MGK, but whatever, he's on it. You know what I'm saying? The Days is kind of like it's featuring Bono, so it's kind of one of those kind of tracks. It may grow on me later, but for now, I'm gonna say it's a no. I just wasn't feeling it. He has a couple of songs with his kids. I'm not gonna touch those. They don't sound horrible. It's just it don't really sound like a Carter album, as far as I'm concerned. But then again, I don't know. Flex Up is a no for me. It's a no go. I'm sick of the. He does that the whole song. It's a no. Low Key's theme. The first half of Low Key's theme is dope, and then the second half is not. I don't know what he was thinking when he switched it to a whole rock beat, bro. No. Overall, 7 out of 10.